my gosh, look at us. We're a mess.
I'm cold.
So first we have to leave showing, then on the plan B, we say it.
Welcome back to Hourless Life, where we're driving around the world. Today we are in central Honduras. It's rainy season. As you can tell, we are soaking wet, and you think we'd be like really upset right now, but we're not. Our Shadow Awn just exploded.
There was a huge gust of wind, and it took up the arm of our awning and turned it up 90 degrees.
So our awning got pushed up completely up against the tent up there. We got together with some guys here, and they helped us bend it back down. It's not fixed. This is Miti here, one of the owners, and she is sharing that somebody sent her a video. This was actually a tornado just up the hill from us that touched down.
I'm not freaking out. It's an awning. Eric's gonna show you what happened in the field. We were parked under a tree. There were two huge branches that came down. One was just a few feet from the Jeep, and it could have fallen on the Jeep. The field got full of water, and there are electric lines over top of it, and the light was still on. So they were live electrical wires, and that's why we didn't get out the camera. We just had to get out of the field, because if that line had fallen in the field, it was standing water under the Jeep.
Here we were just relaxing at camp. Caspian had been playing on the playground just a little while earlier, and I was on a call with one of our Patreon supporters helping her through some ideas on an overland build, and then the heavy rains came. It's rainy season here in Honduras. In case you couldn't tell, there are thunder showers all around us right now. Not a big deal. We've been through heavy rains many times. I got off the phone, got Caspian inside, started to put things away. There was no breeze, just heavy rain and lightning and thunder in the distance.
Things got crazy. The inside of the Jeep was getting wet, so I jumped inside to shut the door. There was a giant gust of wind, and the awning went up into the air.
We would find out later that it was the tail end of a tornado. But in a matter of seconds, trees were down. Live power lines had been toppled, and we were next to a large tree, which we had parked next to for shade earlier in the day from the oppressive sun. The field that we were in was actively filling with water and was about ankle deep. There were 3 power lines near and above Dauntless that should a tree topple and land on our home, that could have been devastating. They say the hardest times to film are when something bad has happened. And, well, something bad happened for us in that we lost our awning. I don't know that it's going to be repairable at all. And we use it every day. But it is what it is. It could have been a lot worse.
We were under the power line on our side, and the light was still on. The lines were still live. Meanwhile, I was standing barefoot in water up to my ankles. The whole field had become a pond. We're in danger, I told Eric. We need to move. So we moved. At first, we just backed up, out from under the power wire in case it came down. But once we fully realized how deep the water was, we decided we had to leave the field, get out of the standing water. So Eric moved the Jeep with the tent up and the awning all jacked up against it. Caspian was in the bed of the Jeep with all the doors closed, holding on to my bottle of red wine so it didn't spill. Priorities, right? He kept asking,
Is the Jeep gonna blow up?
In a new parking place, this time on gravel, out of water, some men gathered to help us with the awning. We got the arms accordioned back against the Jeep, enough to pull the corners over the arms.
This is actually a sizable branch here. What's interesting is how far it was pushed. It's in the middle of this field. There are no trees anywhere near this. You can see the workers have already come out to start clearing this mess over here. It's the next morning after that crazy storm, and you can see here where we were parked underneath this large tree. It was just like this. It was sunny and we were using it for shade. So you have a better view of what happened. Here's our tire tracks, and here is this branch. It's a fairly sizable branch right next to where we parked. You can see the wood just splintered off from this massive tree. It's a large branch. We were able to make it out through here, down the road, and to where we're currently parked, where we're going to assess the damage. Last night when we finally pulled in here, we were able to get together with some of the local people here and pull the awning down. Originally, one of our awning bars was up against the side of the tent, and we had to physically bend it down to get it here just so we could go to sleep last night. This is the first time we're looking at it. So we can see that right here, it's bent. All right, we're gonna attempt to open up the awning and see if we can fully open it up and see what the damage looks like at this point.
So the good news is that it's still an awning. It would provide shade and shelter from rain.